Got that thing on the rotor. We had to put do some duct taping. We had to put the cable in it. I'll show you guys in a second. You guys can see it that far. We had to trim the trees yesterday. You guys know it. So I'm gonna give you a little short video today. Yeah, we did the trim of it yesterday. We got it on that 6-foot ladder. I'll show you in a second how far we're gonna get close to it. Hold on a second. We're gonna take this with it today. So we don't do that. Now you guys can see it better. Very quite good. She's a beauty. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. And so you guys can take a look at it. I know it's hard to see the sun. You guys can tell you how the angle looks. But this was the hardest thing I did last night. So we had to did this guy. So I got a ladder ready to go to get up to it. We're not going to jack it up to it. We have to tape this up. This is what I'm going to tell you guys, if you can see it. That's where I got it right here. You guys see that little etching? I put a washer down there to hold that down, so it's okay. So the guy, this thing doesn't snap. Looking good. You guys can see that. What I did, I took this off the ladder last night, but I had to wrestle it a few times. So I lowered this down and I grabbed this clamp right here to tighten up with the wrench. I had to did that last night, so I had to got that little thing to line up that corner system right here, and it also did line up inside there. I think it did. That's what I had to did. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'll give you guys a little glimpse of it. There we go. You guys can take a look inside of it. Hope this thing's a-okay, which should be alright. We're not going to jack it up right now until we get this all patched up with the cable wire. You guys see this right here on the ground. That's what we got to do. So we got that right here. You guys see that thing on the ground? Hope it's not bending it. It's not bending that right there. You guys can see that very good. So we had to spray paint this thing last night. But this is the trees I had to trim yesterday. They got to clear out the elements right here. You guys can see it right here. It should do okay, so I can show you in a second. You guys can see how the angle looks like. So she's looking beautiful, guys. You know that. So it's on a 6-foot ladder. That's how I did this. It's not bending. The thing is about 13 foot long, but it's 6 foot off the ground right here. That's the best way I had to lay it. I did adjust that thing with the rotor yesterday with that when I lined it up yesterday. So we're getting pretty good, so you guys can take a look. So right now I have to get on there with the ladder to get in that middle thing, then do that coax thing like you've seen right here. So I put a piece of tie wrap on it to hold that thing in there. That's what we did. You don't want to touch any of that stuff. So you guys can see that very quite good. That's what I do. So looking beautiful on this thing. Don't want to touch anything of that thing because I tighten it really tight on those things. So I tried it with this stupid ladder yesterday with the towel. The best way to put it on this thing, so that's how to grab it. It'll bounce off a little bit. We'll just have to paint that, no problem. We'll do no problem with that. We'll spray paint that little sucker. Be okay. Nothing's gonna scratch it. So first thing, we'll have to duct tape all this stuff. Put some duct tape first on these things. Then you put them in that aluminum tape I have, and we'll wrap around it. And that's what I'm showing you guys here quick. You guys can get a good glimpse of it. There we go. If you guys can take a look at what I'm looking at. And we got a good glimpse of that right now. And it's 39 feet, guys. I measured it a while ago. It is 39 feet. So she's going to be looking good here. But that's what I'm saying. We'll get some glimpse of that. This is all that stuff here. That's the rotor wire. That goes to our rotor. And it's been tie wrapped very good. And these are all the guide wires you see here. These are mule tapes and some are polyurethane ropes. This one you get at Wally World. This is the basic one you can get. And this will go to the top of what I did. The top's very good. The guide wire here. Guide wire here. Guide wire here. So we're good. So we're good. This is what I duct taped this thing a while back. So it's okay. This is what I had to put this on there, the seal, so in case the the cable wire, in case it moves around, so it won't get cut on this thing. That's what I did that for. Before I put duct tape on those things, that's why I did that. And we're probably gonna duct tape more of these on the bottom today. We got to work on this soon. I'll be doing that later. We'll be wrapping some tape on that. We'll do the top one first. As long as it's good. This tension wire will not break as long as it's good. This is a 1,000-pound wrench. So we got all the guide wires out here. So we're good. So don't worry, this thing here, I bring this out today, will be alright. We'll have to start working on this right now. So you guys, I just want to give you a little update. So this is the winch I'm using. You guys have seen it lots of times. So make sure it does not get in that little thread here. As long as it does not get in that, it'll be okay. So usually it's good. But this is the one always you have to worry about not to let it kick out that way. So I put a safety rope just in case, right here, in case emergencies. So this is all going to be okay. So I had to take a lot of work. And I don't want to mess with this right now until I had to put the tape on the stuff. You guys might be able to see this. I'll show you in a second. That's what you guys are seeing it right there. So it looks like that. Let's hope it gets unbent itself, but when it gets higher, maybe it'll do it. We'll see what will happen. You guys will see that. So that's the only I'm more concerned about that right now, but it's in where I want to be at. It took me some time last night till 7 o'clock last night, almost around 8. So I'll show you guys in the garden beds in a minute before we do anything, before we go. So she's looking like a beauty, guys. You can tell that is looking good. And we got our Mako V5000 on the roof right now. You guys see that up there? The Mako's still doing okay. I'm gonna get one of these soon. I'm gonna get one of those homemade antennas. I built one of those for the TV. Very quite good. And we're good on this. So I'll show you guys a little bit there. So this is the beam of the Sirio SY27-S4. And she'll be rising up a little later today or tomorrow or the next week. We gotta make sure everything's good. So I'm going to show you guys what it's looking like before you know any views. This is what I'm going to probably put the camera right here on this angle here. Not on cell phone, but have some other cameras going to be putting out sometime when we get time. So I need to make sure. I don't think I should film it. It's better off to look at it without film. Now I want to do that for reasons. So we're not going to film that on YouTube. Well, this will be off camera. We'll do this. And we'll probably make sure that is away, but this is going to rise up. When it gets past that gate, it'll do okay. This is what I'm more concerned about, the middle, but it'll be fine. It's not going to snap off. As long as that thing is down there, we're okay. This is going to be a challenge we have to do. It's going to look good, but it's ready to go. But I just have to put the duct tape on that stuff, seal all those bolt things. You know what it is. Let's show you the garden beds. These garden beds are from Temu. They're okay. But I got these on Amazon the other day. I have a few more of these still. It's these newest ones you guys see here. These you can get on Amazon. These are easy to put together. And we're probably going to get some more of them. We already got a few of them. We'll probably be putting more of them during this week. Because my mother's starting a garden bed for the whole thing. Doing that for next year. But we have to do all that process. And we'll get a lot of good food. We're mostly turning all that stuff into dirt. We already got the dirt for it, but this is compost. This is actually turned into dirt. We're going to probably be getting more of stuff to plant all winter and stuff like that. And we'll probably get a lot of great foods. We're trying to cut down all the food bill in half, you know what I mean? You guys know that. This soil is pretty bad. We'll have to rearrange these here. But these are okay. If you're going to start a garden, you can use these, the Temu. But if you want to recommend, get them. But I recommend the ones on Amazon better. They're okay, because that's what they do. So I just want to show you guys about the beam antenna. It's about 39 feet. I just want to let you know, guys. It is 39 feet. I measured it today, this morning. I just had to do all the patching up and get that coax on that thing. Make sure it does not get caught between the rotor. I have to do something like get it some rooming down here. Maybe I'll put more room down to that bolt part is. That's where I need to strap it there. And it should be okay. Then the wire will go down to that position. So the wires, the cable's about 49 foot long between 50 foot. So it'll give me an extra 10 foot to grab it down below to the thing, which has got an adapter to it, in which I'm going to coax seal it. The good thing about that, we can always reattach with an alpha delta ground rod. We don't have a ground rod for it. I wish I had one. The ground rod's still the one with the Mako. If you guys know what the best way to lighten resistor I could put in very quickly to do it. But the alpha delta is the one I like, because you can get the filters for $14.99 to change out to a higher thing. That's what I will do. But if we could put a good ground rod, what would we put a good ground rod at? So we might have to do that. After this, we'll get a ground rod when we get time, either way. But we should be rocking the air on this thing soon. But we just got to do all this patching up stuff and do all that stuff. You guys have to understand. I got to make sure everything's okay. Let's hope this thing does not snap. It probably won't. It's a lightweight antenna, but it's only about 11 foot tall, you guys. 11 foot on this part of this beam here. That gave me the extra 39 feet because the rotor did it. I knew I was close on it. I thought it was going to be 38 feet, but it's 39. So that's what I want. That's going to give me the extra mile I want. So I tell you guys, this is UDX362 East Tennessee, the Sirio SY27, and there's our Mako V5000 way up there. It's going to be almost half tall as that part of that antenna on there. You know, that's 40 feet on the top. That's about 40 foot. But 39 feet would be right about halfway there. This is only 21 feet off the ground. But at least we paint this guy in its camouflage all the time. Nobody won't see it far away. It's only when you see it up close, but far away you can't see it hardly at all. This is why I designed it. It's going to look good and also be ice storm proof. When ice gets on it, when the sun heats it up, it'll heat it up itself. But we'll check it on it with a drone, because I have a drone. You guys know I had one a while back. I put a Phantom 3 Advance. My dad bought me back in 2016, 2017 back then. I don't have any apps hooked onto it. I used to have ran on apps a long time ago. Like the Lychee app was a good one, which I was one of the best apps out there, and the DJI app. But I do it without the phone on it. I can actually film it with the button. It has the GPS and all that stuff. You can film around it, and you just upload the video on YouTube to do that with a memory stick, SDR card, and you can do that with it's a micro SD, but you make sure you don't get close to the guy wires and all that stuff. We'll do a little drone video to look at it when we get it up there, when we get some time. But we're gonna see this thing how we're gonna do okay, and we're gonna check the antenna tuner and all that stuff, and hope it stays the same. But looking good, guys. This is UDX362 East Tennessee 79 Smoke Green Shockwave. I know there's not going to be a live stream tonight for 390 Wagmaster. He's taking one of those breaks. You guys know that. And let's hope we get this thing up this week. We got to make sure everything looks good. You know what I mean? I took a lot of wrestling last night that did that. And I was lifting. I was pretty hurt from yesterday from doing all that tree cutting stuff right here. I had to cut a few branches with had one of the saw things. I have a miniature saw too. This is all I'm on, but This was like one of those pole type saws I had. So I had to trim that off with dull blades and to get it clear with the beam. And the good thing, it's going to be okay, guys. I'll catch you guys later, and we'll bring out some more videos sometime soon. UDX 362, East Tennessee, 79 Smokescreen Shock Away, UDX 362. Don't forget to check out Old Radio Night. Comes on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Then around 11:30 p.m. will be Old 2 Radio Network. So I'll catch you guys later. We'll bring out some more videos sometime soon. And I just want to give you an update on the antenna, so 390 can do. And when I get that box from 390 of the one I won, I'll let them know that. We'll put it on video, an unboxing video for that, so we can confirm we got the care package here to our area. So I gotta let him know about that one. He'll see it on video. So I had to make sure that way. UDX 362 East Tennessee. Catch y'all later. And I'll have to be doing some work on this stuff for a while. I'll catch y'all later. UDX 362 East Tennessee. We'll bring out some more videos soon.